Good morning. The guy asked me to do a little video on how do I put my levels on a chart. What am I looking for? Various kinds of trades. So um, in the platform here, I put on a daily open, high, low, and close, and I just get rid of the open and the close. I just want to know the high and the low. This way I don't have to put a line on there, and I click the name and the value, and what you can see is the line right here, high. It's showing me my extreme level. So I got my extreme level there, and you can see this over here is the profile from Monday for today, and you can see that the low is the extreme. So I have the high and the low from yesterday, and okay, we did that. So what am I looking for now? So this is before the market opens here, and I got a whole bunch of signals over here. So I'm putting a line right over here at about 16, which is the end of the valley. So I got one here. Then I got a value high, which is right here. And then I got this, I got the point of control. And I see at the bottom over here that the valley high, the valley low and the day before is point of control or just in proximity of one another. So, so I'm looking at the low here being 78.50 and the higher here is 91.50. So that's like 13. So if you had 650, it's about 84.50. So I'm looking at this level right here as being, a point of control seems to be more important than a valley low, especially when they're right next to each other. So I got and that's all I need right here. So what I like to see happen is that we open up away from value. Okay, so if we open up away from value, we want to see the market drive like this. That means the institutions are in control and they want to move away from value. But if we don't see the price moving away from value, then we look to fade the market. And this move over here that happened after the pit session was based on Apple's, I guess, what do they call it? Earnings report. So it just shot up. Okay, so this down here would be the about a quarter after 4. So this POC over here is, I don't have to put in a gap. It's the gap is the POC. It's the same level over here. So I'm going to just click this tick by tick and see what we're going to do when the market opens. So the green area is representing the market opening. Okay, so right now we're opening the extremes and a bunch of sideways action. And once we take out this level over here, we know that the market's not driving. It's gotten into a little bit of these singles over here, and now we're driving. Okay, so since we're driving and I'm looking to get short, I'm not looking to take a long over here. Okay, if I would have taken a long over here at 16, I would have gotten up about 12, 13. But I'm looking to get short in the market because it's not driving. So my next play would be, I'm going to take a pullback to over here. Oh, I missed something. Okay, hold on a second. Uh, this is one of my trades. When we get this big move down here, and then we get a blue candle coming up, I call this a poke bar. Okay, and it's really a continuation move, and you're going to enter in when price breaks the low, since they're double bottoms over here. So what is a double bottom over there? So you're getting in at 15, and now you're going to take it down to the valley low, which is valley high 15. So 15 and 7. It's about 26 ticks. Now, I'm not just immediately going to take a bounce off of the valley high, though you could have. And if you would have gotten at 850, well, you could have grabbed yourself 20 ticks right there. But I wanted to take a pullback, okay, because we're looking to go short and looking to fill a gap that's down there at the POC. So we come up to here again, and just think about the price action here, okay? Lower low, lower high, lower low. So where's a good place to take an entry? It would be up here, right? Which is pretty close to, that's where the supply is. So getting in at the valley is not a terrible thing. Okay? Does put you in a hole a little bit. Let's see, you get it 16. Put you in a hole 10 ticks. I got a 15 tick stop. Okay? The way the market's been moving over the last several months, 15 ticks is needed. So what's the difference between 15 and 10? $25 per contract. Not a terrible amount. But you got to give, when the price is moving like it has been, we're averaging, over 200 ticks a day or more. You got to give it a little room. So I taken this trade out, and here's how I manage a trade. So I got in over here at 16, and I'm continually moving my stop down. When we got down to here, let's see, what do we have there? That's 20, 24, 20. I'm up about 30 ticks, and I grabbed 24. That's all. When you see you getting a ferocious thing, you just see a ferocious pullback. You hit the flatten button. That's all. Flatten and cancel. This is about it's scalping and it's not scalping, but it's grabbing. So in this particular case, especially since it was Wednesday. So if I would have just got out on the top over here, and you can see the candles were starting to wiggle. So if I got out over here at 12, I got on 16, I would have gotten about 15 ticks in the deal. In this case, because I was down over here at 950, which is I was up 26 ticks. Grabbing 20 is not a terrible thing. Or in this case, I grabbed 17, I think. And that's so. Let's continue the price action. So what would I do here? It came down to here. This is a good place to get long now, because we came from down here to down here, and then you could have taken it back here again, and then you have news, so you have to wait. So here's this day. So what would I do here? Well, I'd look to try and get a pullback to there, and it just drives away, and then it fills the gap from yesterday, and you could have taken a Ross hook on this inside bar here. You could have taken this Ross hook over here, but if you just wanted to just take pullbacks, well, comes down to the point of control, fills the gap. I would put a trade down here at 91, and that would have gotten you at least 20. And then once we've taken out the point of control over here and taken out the low, taking a pullback to this guy is perfect. And then it hits Monday's POC, which is right over here. The reason why I didn't put in the valley low, because of the POC was right in cahoots with it. I'd rather use the point of control, which is more important than the valley low or valley high, only when they're in conjunction with one another. So you could have taken the point of control right over here on Monday, and you could have rode that up for that 20 some odd ticks, and then we hit the extreme. Okay, and the extreme was at 78.50. That only puts you in the hole 12, and you could have taken it up to the point of control, which would have been another 25. And since we're trending, you could have taken it down from the point of control down to here, and now it forms this 1-2-3 pattern. And you could have taken, once it breaks, you take a pullback to Monday's point of control, and that one puts you in the hole. Again, that was that's 12. Only 14 ticks, so it didn't take you out, and you could have rode it up to this guy for 28 ticks. Then that's the point of control of today, and you could have taken it down to here. You getting the idea? You want to be in the trend, and you're only going to count the trend at certain levels. The extremes, you want to take the extreme level, okay? And so if you didn't want to take this trade, you could have taken the pullback, because you got a lower low, lower high, but not a lower low, and you're hoping not a lower low. And then once this 1-2-3 gets taken out, you can take the pullback right to there, and it would have put you in the hole 14, but you didn't get taken out, and you would have made 28 ticks. Then you come back up to here again, which is the logical level, the point of control, and that's where it finds. Now when you get on the extremes the other way, you need more data. So what would be more data? Okay, so we've taken out this level, right over there at 62.75. We make it bigger so you can see it. See the little node over there? It's like 63. $63.25, 63. I guess right there. Yeah, 63. And then you got this level down here, which we haven't hit. But let me put in a 63 over here, and I'll show you what it looks like. 6460. Okay, we just find where we are here. Well, just misses it anyway, so it didn't matter. I didn't have to put it in. It just missed it. But it's giving you a piece of information that we just missed this node over here. I mean, it could have been on top there. And you could have taken this long from there, because it bounced off of it. Close enough. I mean, it's within a tick, You could have taken this poke bar and taken it up to the extreme level. And there it goes. Right up to the extreme, and then down it goes. We kind of bottomed out in this little gap area here, this little valley low area here. And so where did it go? It went down to this last node over here, and so it gives you this this 2B followed by this 1-2-3, and here's where we are right now. So I hope this little video just gives you an understanding of how to use these levels here. Yeah, I understand the falling knives thing, but at certain levels, the POC is especially when you've been away from it and you had a big run. It's just chasing. It's looking for a place to stop, and you could have gotten some money over here, and then once we've taken it out, you take a pullback to there and down to Monday's point of control. And so let's say you didn't want to do Monday's point of control, and you get rid of that. Okay, you didn't want to do any of that stuff, and you just wanted to use you didn't want to take. Well, let me get back to what day is this? Okay, I'll go back to Tuesday. So you got this level over here. If you just use the valley low today, to me, I'll put in valley low of today, 86, 86.50. So there it is right there. It's a 20 tick scenario right there. Okay. Um, as you can see, there doesn't seem to be a lot of room there to play with. I mean, it's 20 ticks. If you want to get 20 ticks, um, if anything, you know, you could just leave the point of control and the extreme in this particular case. See if the whole, if I was looking at this, I'd be taking this here would be my, maybe the point of control, and then this would be a relevant level over here. But when they're this close together, I would just leave the point of control and look for something a little lower, you know, um, than this. And well, that's it. All right, take it easy.